So we are in the top 50 of the Gen 3 random battle ladder, and let's see if we can immediately change this, because my opponent has a Raikou. I will try a Toxic, and he has Substitute, great, okay. And he has Calm Mind. If he has HP Grass, I'm basically screwed already. Kind of, let's see what his moveset is. Okay, he swaps now. Strange why he would swap, okay. Because he would definitely be able to take care of Misdreavus. So yeah, but let's see if we can do anything against this Raikou thing, which stands in our way. I will press Toxic, let's see what my opponent wants to bring in. This Apo might be Choice Bandit. Not really sure regarding this damage right now. I don't want to cork all the time everything, because it's also kind of boring for you to watch, but on the other hand, sometimes it's really important information, so let's see if I can make a... if I can make here the best, or take the best out of both worlds. Wow, okay. He seems to be Choice Band since he just spams Shadow Ball the entire time. And missing the Toxic kind of screwed me over here. This Pinsir is either Choice Bandit or Select Berry. If it's Select Berry and Sword Dance, I'm kind of screwed. A little bit. Although my Zangoose is quicker. Let's go into Misdreavus here. Okay, he used Earthquake. That seems to be more like a Choice Bandit action, and he has Magneton. What is this team? Like, he's some very good Pokemon. Like, this is almost a standard OU team. Let's go for the Earthquake here. Let's pray to the gods. Magneton doesn't have HP Grass. Okay, he brings back Pinsir. Does Pinsir have anything against Misdreavus? He has Sword Dance. I thought it was a Choice Bandit. Okay. I really don't want him to activate the berry, so let's go for a third Toxic. At least I can hit that one. Already had a bad enough statistics so far regarding the Toxics. He's probably going into Mag, but still I have to go for return in case this Pinsir just stays in. Otherwise he just wipes my team. Good thing we stayed in. That paid off. It seems, at least to me, that Magneton has HP Ice probably, because he didn't just stay in and kill me. I'm going into Sudowoodo here. He used Brick Break, okay. So now I'm swapping into the Starmie, which I have in my bag. And I think I will go for Hydro Pump. He will probably try to preserve his Apom. Okay, he goes into Raikou. Kind of was expecting a Magneton switch here. I think I will sack Sudowoodo, honestly, because I don't want my Swampert to be damaged that badly. And now I will press Psychic. Because I kind of feel like the Hydro Pump would miss the second time. I think that would be a bit greedy going for that. How much did the Hydro Pump dealt? 40% to Raikou. Okay, so that... but they are speed type. Interesting. Here's a Mr. Mime. That is a problem. That is quite a problem, honestly. If he just presses Calm Mind, he outspeeds and one-shots the Viper. He deals a lot of damage to my Swampert, which I doesn't want because I need it for Raikou and Magneton. Starmie doesn't have the damage to hit it. So all I really can do is use Zangoose. I think I will just swap in Zangoose right away, yeah, because if he Calm Minds, he just outspeeds and kills the Viper anyway, so there's no point in doing that. And now I actually have to cork. because if he one-shots me, I can at least try to get off a quick attack. Okay, I would survive. I'm choice banded. How much deals return? Return is, it's a range. Okay, so return has 62% chance to kill him. Shadow Ball is 87%. Let's go for the higher chance. I survived the psychic and he survives. A 12.5% chance to survive this, sure. I bring in the Viper now. Let's just... Oh, he went for Thunderbolt. It's actually bad for me since he gets another leftover recovery, but still. Let's just check what Starmie does in the meantime. Because, he doesn't have the special defense boost anymore. Okay, how much deals Ice Beam? 19% at least. If he gets leftover, he has a 20%... he has 20% health. Let's see how much damage Ice Beam. It's a 93% chance to kill, and I will go for that, honestly. Because if I bring in Zangoose, he knows I'm choice banded, then he just swaps into the Magneton with the quick attack, and then I'm in a bad position. So let's just see. My Ice Beam should deal hopefully enough damage. So it's only a 6.2% chance to not kill him, but yeah, I already was pretty unlucky here. So here's a Rayquaza. Are you kidding me? And he forfeits. Okay. What the hell was this game? Here's a Raikou, a Magneton, a Rayquaza, and a Mr. Mime, which basically outspeeds my entire team except Starmie. And which completely walls Starmie. So it's definitely a problem for me. He seemed to be choice banded with Rayquaza, so there was no issue there. He could at least go for an extreme speed, whittle my Starmie down, bring in the Raikou. I have to basically swap out, or the Magneton. If both of them had HP Ice, I can see why he was a bit annoyed that I preserved my Swampert so well, but still I don't think it was lost so far. He was even still a Pokemon ahead. It's also insane that Ice Beam didn't defeat the Rayquaza right away, but yeah, whatever. We got a win, and let's go for the next one. So we are a top 40 player right now in the Gen 3 random battles, so let's see how long this works out. And what I find really interesting here is that I trace the forecast. So what happens if he changes the weather? There are two things that can happen. It can either paralyze me, which is annoying. I also do not have anyone which likes to be paralyzed. And he can either be the special set or the physical set. If he is the special set, he basically has super effective damage against Cacton, Slowking and Murkrow. I can't outspeed and put up a substitute because he's quicker, so let's go for the Calm Mind. Yeah, I was kind of expecting the Thunder Wave. Let's just throw out a Psychic. Hopefully I can deal some damage. He's the Thunder Wave physical set, so the worst set I could face. And I just crit him, so... yep. That seemed to be the way to go at this. Unfortunately, I do not have a single mon which is tanky on the physical side, so... My most tanky physical mon is the 180 defense Slowking. And he might go into Shadow Ball now. He goes for return at least, okay. Still, that's a problem for me. I'm gonna use Cacton now. And I will set up Leech Seed. Let's see whether he even stays in. Yeah, he stays in, okay. But I managed to get some HP back, so I would survive the next return. Unfortunately, I need to set up substitute for the Focus Punch, so I try that now. And here's a Dustox. And Dustox, I already told you guys, I like this Pokemon very much on the random battle ladder. It's very annoying to take down, honestly. And now I have to make the decision whether I want to bring in Flareon or Typhlosion. Flareon is a better special wall, but so far it's a very physical heavy set here. So yeah, I decided for Flareon, and he missed a Toxic luckily for me. I'm gonna press Flamethrower, and he has a Wailord. Okay, so Wailord is a tanky special mon, and I will press Toxic here, and I miss it. Okay, so things kind of evened out. He tried to predict and used Ice Beam at least, so there's that. Let's hope he doesn't have Sleep Talk, so he either has Self-Destruct and maybe HP Grass, or he has the Rest Talk set with Ice Beam and Surf. The latter one would be devastating for me, honestly. Okay, no point in throwing away Flareon here. Let's go into Slowking, my special ball. Finally coming out. And all I can really do is press Psychic. Okay, he goes for the Explosion. That's fine for me. And I think I will go into the Flareon now. Okay, here's Entei. Entei usually outspeeds and it probably has the Substitute. Damn, this is a problem for me. This is even worse than the Raikou before. If he outspeeds, has Substitute and Calm Mind. Flareon is completely useless here, because I can't Toxic him. Cacturne just switches in and gets destroyed. Murkrow just switches in and gets destroyed, but at least I can take down the sub and maybe get a hit off. And Typhlosion might be able to break the sub, but after the Calm Mind, probably not anymore. I will go into Murkrow expecting the Substitute here. Yeah. And now all I really can do is being threatening on the physical side. HP Ground would be better against Entei, but I'm afraid of the... I would put up more pressure against the other mons. I will just press Drill Peck. He uses Flamethrower. I'm even survived. I'm even astonished that I didn't even take Half-Life. Good thing I used Drill Peck. In theory, I would survive another Flamethrower if it does not crit or burn. Drill Peck would deal a lot of damage to Dustox. Granbull might be a good switch in since it lowers my attack with the Intimidate. Yeah, so that's what he chose to do. And I only dealt 37%. Pretty annoying for me. I go into Flareon. This Granbull is also a really bad matchup for me, honestly. Yeah, so I go back into Cacturne. I will throw the Leech Seed here. Okay, at least I hit, that's good. Damn, I wish I was slower than this thing actually, just so I can set up a Substitute and use Focus Punch. Okay, he goes for the return here. I keep going for Substitute. Just trying to take as much health from this thing as possible, because it's really a thorn in my eye. And also, Cacturne is a pretty slow Pokemon, so... yeah, sooner or later it will get just outspeed and defeated. So let's hope I can press hit this Leech Seed, because every bit of health is important to me. But now we are in trouble, honestly. Basically Granbull, Dustox, Entei just destroy my team so far. I think I should actually throw away the Cacturne here, unfortunately. Okay, but I can bring in Murkrow now. I get a little bit of health back. I have the Drill Peck, and 2 Drill Pecks kill the Granbull. So even if he brings in Granbull now, I at least would be able to deal with it. Unfortunately, he just throw away his Dustox, so much for the for taking care of the Granbull. Okay, so my Typhlosion. Let's just see how much damage it deals. I think I had to preserve the Murkrow for the Entei. It's a Granbull. This seems like a lost cause, but I will try my best anyway. Okay, Fire Blast is not enough without the Blaze, so I will sub down. Get myself into Blaze range, and let's pray to the gods I can hit a Fire Blast here. Yeah, Fire Blast hits and defeats the Granbull. Okay, so we are both down to our last 2 mons. Does he have anything to deal with my sub is the question. Because sometimes it's Flamethrower Toxic. I will go into Substitute now. He uses Calm Mind. Okay. He uses command and I will just press focus punch from now on. And I deal almost no damage. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go for a thunder punch on the way out. Maybe a paralysis. No, and he got a crit. Sorry guys, I want to know if that mattered because that's a bit annoying. 32 at least. Okay, yeah, it didn't matter. Okay. Let's see how much macro does. I have to lock myself into the move I choose now. And drill pack. So the thing is, I can either go for drill pack, which basically doesn't kill the Entei, at least on the... although 45%. Okay, so drill pack has a good chance to kill him. If he swaps out, I'm done for, basically, but I have to lock myself. I think drill pack is just my strongest move. If he's smart, he swaps out, swaps in the Entei later. Oh, I got a crit, okay, so even if he got the recovery, it didn't matter. And what I did didn't even matter, because he has a Cradily in the back, so yeah. So much for the top 40. Still, well played by my opponent. I think he played it down very well. Also, he was almost at 1700 elo, so that's pretty insane. Wait a second, how high was this dude? He was at 1681. Dude, that was the number 4 player. Okay. Yeah, very well played. Still, I think I actually think I made the best with the team I had. Like, I actually thought his team was a little bit better than mine, to be honest, but still very well played. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I hope we will see each other in the next random battle. So, see ya.